Morning, folks.
Morning.
Today is February 1st,
Yep, a new month.
2026.
Yeah.
It's still cold here, central New York. No snow, but bright for a change, which is nice. Generally, it's not terribly bright here. So if you need a lot of sun, central New York is not the place for it.
We got a whopping 14 degrees.
That is warmer than...
But it feels like -1.
Yeah, that is warmer than -1 true temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at any rate, maybe that's something like prophets, too. A prophet, which you might be familiar with, you probably are because of biblical prophecy, prophets. It's an individual. It's an individual who typically we were made to understand that foretell the future. Oh, the prophets foretell the future. Well, a closer reading of all that and study of what a prophet really is, not how someone wants to use the prophet for, but what a prophet, way down in history, before the Bible, in humanity's existence and experience, a prophet basically was someone who could teach you, share with you knowledge of how to be human. Nothing to do about future. No. It's what it means to be human. What am I here for? How do I go forward? How do I think as a human designed as I am? Now, and this is where you're familiar with Jesus, that he was the prophet. Well, what was he doing? Basically, he came teaching people about who? You, me. He said, you are sons of the light. He said he was the son of man. Oh, wow, he's the son of man. So he represents mankind. So look at me, see, you're supposed to be like me, basically. He was teaching people who they were as humans, how they should conduct their life going forward, which they should think of each other. It got deep, and he did. He went deep with it. It was really helpful. Why did people follow him? Because I guess you could say it resonated with them. It's like, oh, yeah, wow, I've been thinking about myself, and this really helps. In other words, they were like a mirror. Now, they didn't have mirrors, I don't think, like we do now. Glass, silvered back, shiny. Oh, look. Oh, that's my reflection. They were mirrors of who we were as humans, helped us to see who we are. Not about what's going to happen in the future. I want to know. I need to know. No, they didn't need to know what was going to happen in the future. They just needed to know what to do with their lives, right then and there. And that's exactly what he did. He was a prophet. He happened to be a true prophet because he wasn't lying about the humans. Not that I know of. I don't think he was. If he was, let me know. But he was basically sharing with humans what they needed to know to conduct their lives as what they were. Humans.
Yeah.
And basically said, you are sons of light. Divine. We had a spark of divine light within us, and because of that, don't hide it. He said, don't hide light. You don't hide light under a bushel. No, you expose it, show it, seek it. Be that light. Share the light. Live in the light. Okay, I'm not preaching. That's what he was teaching. They called him the great teacher for a reason, because he was teaching. Now, he's not the first one in history to do that. He's a long line of them that came previous to him. and after him as well. Prophet, someone who teaches humans how to be human. Wow. Now, the interesting thing is the prophets were always presented as being a little odd, a little weird, unusual, eccentric. Well,
Some were persecuted.
oh, yeah, persecuted, killed.
Killed.
Well, why was that? Well, the people may have liked the message, but there was someone that didn't like the message.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, the government, authority. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because the government and authority, religion, is telling you lies. They're lying to you about you.
Yep.
Well, why are they lying to me about me? Because they don't want me to know about me, the way I am and what I can be. They don't want that. No, because they don't want me to control me. Oh, no, 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 no. They want to control me. They don't want me to think something about me up here that I may be. No, 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 no. You think down here. Yeah, we want you think down
They
here.
want you to listen, obey, and be blessed.
Yeah.
Or just be slaves.
Well, of course, yeah, slaves.
The government, the religion.
But you know what? We're going to tell you the future. And we're going to promise all these things in the future. All these things, you're going to be so attracted to them.
Yeah, and we'll even give you dates as to when they
Yeah,
were going to
yeah.
happen.
Something to look forward to. Oh, but keep listening, keep obeying. Oh, and if you don't, it's going to go bad for you. It's going to go very bad for you. So, of course, you want to listen, don't you? Yeah, you want to listen. Oh, don't listen to those crazy prophets there. No, 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 no. Don't listen to them. And they end up getting persecuted.
Mm-hmm.
Not only persecuted, killed. They killed the prophet. They stoned. Why? Because, the message they were giving was not in line with authority. But it was not untrue. It was truthful. So, what about now? That was then. Now. Well, down through the ages, down through history, there always were prophets. Always. And so much of the prophets' prophecy, teachings of humanity, that the religions, governments knew existed. They took that information of the classics, the writings of old, the things they said were the wisdom of man. Well, guess what? That was the wisdom that you needed to know, that I needed to know. So what'd they do with it? Two things they did. Number one, they locked that information away. Oh, and they burned most of it, so you couldn't get it, number one. And number two, if you did get it, you would be in a lot of trouble. You would be in a lot of trouble. Not for you. Oh. Great fear. So they put people in this position to be afraid of the truth.
Mm-hmm.
The truth about themselves. So if someone were to come along at some point after they have been indoctrinated with the lies that the government and authority, religion, tells them, so someone comes along like a prophet who's speaking what's true about the person, their life, what's in front of them, how they need to become. The person hears that and says, "Oh, that doesn't sound anything like they're telling me. Oh, that puts me in such anxiety. Oh, you mean this? You mean that? I don't think I want to believe that. I don't want to listen. I can't handle that.
Like I can't handle the truth.
I can't handle the truth. Yeah, but look, doesn't it compare to what you experienced? It says, yeah, maybe it does. Yeah, it does. But I'm going to lose so much because my mother, my brother, my uncle, my aunt, my wife, my this, my that. I don't think they're going to believe it. And if I profess it, they're going to look at me and say, oh, you're not one of us, are you? You're going to get thrown out. Out of what? The temple, the family, the city, the tribe, over the cliff. I don't know. But that's what they did. Because the prophets were the ones that said, screw it. I know what I know. I know what you need to know. I'm going to tell you. And they suffered consequences for it.
Mm-hmm.
But they spoke the truth. And the people that listened, and they endured the truthfulness. And they enforced it in their own lives. And they went forward. While at the same time, others continued to listen to the government, religion, authority of maybe the family, because the family says, we're the authority here. You're going to listen to us. Otherwise, we're going to throw you out. Oh, I don't want to get thrown out. On the other hand, another person who says, no, wait a minute. I can't deny this information about me. I look in the mirror and I see this picture and it's true, and you're telling me it's not. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm going forward with what I see now.
Mm-hmm.
And at whatever cost there is. Because they realize that if they turn their backs on what they see, they lose themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They become what society, authority says. Because authority literally means author. They're the author. It says, we say so. Like, well, whose book is that? It's mine. I'm the author. I'm the one who said so. So authority is the one we get to say what goes on in your life. Not you. Not you. I was like, well, wait a minute. That's not my life. That's your life that you want me to support. You just want to use me and then throw me away or keep me in fear so I don't deviate. So consequently, there's this conflict that goes on where the governments and authority attempt to capture people's minds and hearts and behavior and steal from them their power. Where the prophet comes along and says, wait a minute, is that what you're here for? Aren't you someone who possesses something powerful that you can use and you should use? Because if you don't use, you're going to be used, and you're going to lose your very self. Well, is that what we should do? No. This prophet says, no, you weren't born for that. Government, authority, religion says, oh, you will tell you what you were born for. You don't listen to yourself. You don't listen to anyone else. Wow. And so they operated as a kingdom authority over them. Mm-hmm. Simply put, Jesus came and said, look, you sons of the light, the kingdom that you have, that is within you. It's within you. That's your kingdom. That's your kingdom. They want to be a kingdom over you. They say, you're sons of the light. You possess a light of the most complete light. Call it whatever you want. You're from there. Possess it, use it, project it, defend it, live it. But it's going to be in opposition, unfortunately, to authority around, because authority is going to bully you and scare you and fear you, ensnare you.
So you're not going to be popular?
Well, apparently, no. Apparently it's not. So what do I do? Well, Jesus even Jesus said, when two or three or two or more are gathered in my name, there I am. He says, there's your kingdom. Ah, okay. So in other words, rather than be a groupie looking for the security of the numbers, oh, I want to be in the security numbers like the church. Oh, it's very secure. Kingdom Hall. Oh, that's where special juju is. And he said, no, when two or more are gathered, there I am. And that's where we have our kingdom, our law, our authority, our power, our light, our gladness. We're glad. We're glad. We don't need thousands.
Interesting, we were listening to a woman this morning. She's a prophet, and she said an institution is not a building.
Yeah.
She said it's in our mind. So, what do we put in our mind?
Well, basically, what are they putting in your mind?
Right.
And that you are allowing to take up space as a freeloader.
Yeah.
But then you'll obey them. It's your house.
Yeah.
You let them come in. Now they're telling you what to do in your house.
So even the
Ooh.
witnesses have gotten each of them to self-police
Oh, yeah.
themselves as well as police each other. Oh, if you're not doing such and such, you're bad association, we're going to shun you.
Institutionalized.
They don't need the elders telling them
They don't need
that
a
they're
king.
bad association. They do it themselves.
Yeah, they don't need a kingdom hall. They don't need the elders. They don't even need the Bible anymore.
Yeah.
They've internalized this system, this institution. They have become exactly the opposite of what Jesus said. They have taken on a man kingdom, authority, king, emperor, tyrant, whatever, and said, that's what I'm going to be, man, and I'm going to stand up for that, and I'm going to make sure. And he said, oh, God, no, that's not what you're here for. No. And see, that's why he, with the temple, he was in the temple and he overturned the money changer. He says, get out of here. That's not what this is here for. And basically, it wasn't about money. It was about sovereignty. In other words, they have no right to be there in your mind. It's yours. You use it. Well, how do I use it? He said, look, you have the spark of light within you. You possess it. In your quiet times, you perceive it. You don't need people to tell you in the dark when you're not sleeping and you're just meditating on your life. You're hearing what to do. And that's you. And there are others that respect that of you. Just like you are someone, could be someone, that respects that of them. Well, how do we feel around each other? Oh, man, I respect. You have every right to do that with you. You respect it with me.
Yeah, we feel good around
have
each
respect
other.
for the power and sovereignty and kingdom that we all possess, that we possess together. And we're not trying to overcome their kingdom. They're not trying to overcome ours. We go forward as, Jesus said, sons of light. So, do I follow Jesus? Out of religion. Right out of religion. See, do I worship Jesus? I don't know what that means. If you know what that means, you can tell me. But I personally don't know what that means.
I follow Jesus' teachings.
Yeah.
What he taught us.
Right. I mean, they should do pretty good for us if we follow them. They draw us to each other. That's what I've noticed. I've noticed that in our interactions with others. We're drawn to each other in ways that we don't have to profess it by spouting Bible paragraphs and scriptures and religious dogma. That's not light.
Can I give a quick
Quick
example?
one. Oh.
Yesterday we had a customer come in, and he's a doctor, and he's from India, and he grew up Christian, and Go ahead. What
Yeah,
were you gonna say?
no, he did.
He grew up Christian. He said the majority of India is Hindu,
Yeah,
obviously.
in a Hindu world.
But in here, we told him we grew up Catholic. Oh, by the way, he also went to a Jesuit school, so he was really indoctrinated.
Seen a lot.
And then we told them that we were Jehovah's Witnesses. That was a whole nother story. But the point is that the more we talked to each other, the closer we drew together. We had this you can sense it when you're talking to someone and you're kind of like understanding each other and respecting each other. And even though we're different cultures, we just kind of hit it off. And he was glad that we had the conversation. I even texted him some videos afterwards, and he was starting to get the whole thing about the witnesses and the shunning, and he just could not understand that, could not believe it. But now we look forward to seeing him again when we return his clock. But the point is that we don't have to go to a church. We don't have to go to the Kingdom Hall. Like Joe said, when Jesus said, when two or more of you are gathered.
It too. I repeated it.
You repeated, when two or more of you are gathered. And so we have these conversations all the time, and it makes us feel uplifted. It gives us energy, as opposed to when we went to the Kingdom Hall, when we went to the Catholic Church, they took the energy away from us,
And here's what it does. And we explained it. It establishes connection. Whereas people are like this, it's like, well, what do I have to do with this one? Well, all of a sudden now there's a acknowledgement of something, and now there's connection.
Yeah.
Wow, we weren't connected before, but we are now. And frankly, that's what they say is love. Connections. Establishing connections. That's love. So, do you love? Do you establish connections? Are you there for establishing those kinds of connections? They're there. They're available. How does it happen? Well, like Jesus said, don't hide your light under a basket. You wouldn't do that, would you? No. Well, then, don't do that. Don't expose, show yourself who you are.
Yep.
Because others are looking for ones like that. They're looking just like you are, just like we are. And we find them. And I know you do too. I know you do. And this is why we have to be very careful about having the minds and the ideas of authority in our head, like government and religion. They're going to want to take up free space in your kingdom head, in your head. Well, Jesus kicked the money changers out. It's like the same thing. Kick them out. Kick them out. They don't belong there. They don't belong there. That's what's going on these days. The internet right now is flooded with prophets. Who are they? People. With what? People that understand what it means to be human. And they may not, how do I want to say this, have the popularity of the government or of religion, because they don't support that authority, lies, abusive treatment, that manipulation. They're not there for that, but they're there for those that have ears to hear. There's a saying that says, when the students are ready, the teacher, prophets, appear. I think they've appeared.
Yep. Yeah.
From everything that I'm seeing. And there's so many out there, not anyone. In the way you know, it speaks to you. It speaks to you.
Yeah.
And not in fear, but in uplifting. And you look around and say, oh, it speaks to you too, huh? Son of a gun. I'm glad we're here. Otherwise, you're not going to be glad you're here.
Right. Yeah, if you want to make any connections with anyone, get in touch with us.
Literally.
We can connect you.
Yeah.
Our phone number is 315-221-0130. We also have a website, ExJW, all one word, ExJWFriends.com. And it's our card. Yeah, and it's all written on.
We went to so much extent to.
There. We've got things all over here. But anyway, yeah, give us a call, 315-221-0130, and check out our website, ExJWFriends, all one word. And you can also go on there and get connected. Well, you know.
Yeah, and just to let you know, if it hasn't been obvious, we took it upon ourselves to, when we left the organization, Jehovah's Witnesses, and were being shunned, and others were being shunned. They were isolated, caused tremendous depression and loss. I said, what we will do is work at providing an antidote to that. And the antidote is to reconnecting. You know, by phone, by those people.
Yep.
Because they possess something that each other needs. They do. They do.
And we have hundreds of contacts all over the world. So if you're listening and you want to connect, oh, matter of fact, we have someone in Cameroon who's interested in connecting. So
That's Africa.
Yeah, Cameroon, Africa. If you are in Africa and you want to connect, or even
if you want to connect and you're not in Africa.
Yeah, you can do it with a WhatsApp. It brings us closer together. Watchtower want us to split apart, shun families, disconnect from families, disconnect from friends. We're bringing you together. We need each other.
You're bringing you together. You are.
That's
We're
right.
just kind of.
We're just a facilitator.
You're bringing you together because your light is helping with each other.
Yeah.
And that one, Marina Karlova, happens to be.
Oh, yeah, she was the woman we were listening to. MarinaKarlova. She's got some very good videos out there.
See what you think. See what you think.
Have a nice day.
Love you all.
Love you.